Okay, people have been asking me how to do sentence level corrections, so here we go. Your paper should look like this. Some of your papers might look better, some of them might look worse, but generally you're going to have sentence level corrections. Each of the rules is a grammatical rule you have broken according to the Hardbase Handbook. And you're going to do this sentence by sentence, not paragraph by paragraph. You're not going to write down all the rules down and then fix the sentences. You're going to do this sentence by sentence, because if you don't, you won't learn anything. And if you do it differently, I'm going to have you do it over again. So pay attention. Now, how do you write sentence level corrections? Well, first you start with the place where you put them. You put them on the back of the previous page. So what does that mean? It means you have your page here, and the page before this page, which is this one, you write it on the back, just like so. Easy peasy. And that's how you write sentence level, and that's where you put the sentence level corrections. Now, how do you do sentence level corrections? Well, you go sentence by sentence. And when you do this, you write the rules that you've broken in the sentence, and you fix the sentence beneath it. You write the rules that you've broken in the sentence, you fix the sentence beneath it. You write the rules you've broken in the sentence, you finish the sentence beneath it. Fix the sentence beneath it. Sentence by sentence, easy peasy. Look at your sentence, write the rules down that you've broken, fix the sentence. Again, let me stress, this is what you have to do. You can't do it differently, because if you don't learn anything. This is how you begin to learn to fix your grammar mistakes. And again, notice page and back of previous page. Now, how you write the rules. Notice the rules, those of you who've had me before notice this will be a little bit differently. If the rule is simple, just like a 21A, you write the subheading. 21A, eliminating wordiness and redundancy. That's what you're going to find on the 21A heading. However, sometimes I'll give you a subheading, which is more specific to a particular mistake you've made. So if you have a subheading, like, say, 21A2, you write not only the rule, but its subheading rule as well, like so. The first thing before the colon is the 21A. The one after the colon is the 21A2. Any questions? Okay. If it takes you more than one page to write your sentence level corrections, you just put another page on top of it, like so, like you see here, and you keep adding pages, staple them together, and turn them in. But remember, you need to staple them to the back of the previous page. Making sense of how it goes? So you take, if this piece of if these sentence level corrections take you more than one single page, you keep adding pages and writing, and then staple it all to the back of the previous page here, and then turn it in like that. Next, here are some explanations that you should have written down in class, but here they are again, well, most of them. 13A, the comma doesn't belong. There's so many common mistakes that the chapter 13 can't catch them all. So I just put 13A down, and that means that you take out the comma and you're good. 23C2 is what the heck. Your sentence doesn't make sense, either logically or you're asking a word to do something that it can't. For example, a dress code can't annoy students because a physical object doesn't have that ability to do that. So that would be a 23C2. Like in the example down here, if you just read this, you'll look at it, and you're like, what the heck is this person trying to say? That's what I do when I say 23C2. With these rules, you write the rule down, and then you fix it. Okay? So you write 23C2, just like I showed you before, and you make the sentence make sense, and then you move on. 7, it should be CSV. Well, we can change that right now. Why don't we do that? 7 CSV. And if I'm being very serious, I can change something else I noticed as well. 21A2. 7 CSV. What this means, ta-da, see? Perfect. Means that the chapter talks about passive voice. But what I wanted to do with SV means is I want you to focus on strong verbs. And because a lot of the verbs students use are too weak. They're still, they're common, they're to be verbs. You want to get rid of that. You want to find a better one if I mark it. For example, look at the example right here. No one has had this problem so far, so it's interesting. But if I put 7CPV, it means avoid passive voice. So that becomes a problem. We'll discuss it. But none of you people had a problem with that. Good job. 20A1 is wrong word. For example, many students use the word kid when you should use the word child. When I write a 21A1, it means that the word you're using is not appropriate or wrong, and so you need to do another one. 30B is sentence variety. When I write 30B next to thing, you'll see several of them. You'll see sentences starting the same way. Switch it up. Make it more interesting. Use sentence variety and vary your sentence beginnings. And that's about it for Harbrace, how to do sentence level corrections.